So in this video, I'm going to discuss the problem of leet code contest. Find maximum length of a good subsequence first. So yeah, we have given an integer array nums and a non-negative integer k. A sequence of integer sequence is called good if there are at most k indexes I in the range this, such that sequence of I is not equal to sequence of I plus 1. Okay, so we have given an array and an integer k. Now we need to find the length of the maximum possible length of a good subsequence. Okay. Now what is good subsequence? The condition for good subsequence is what? There are at most k indexes in the range this where sequence of I is not equal to sequence of I plus 1. Okay. So to make it more clear, let's take this example here. The example test case was 12113. So let me write it first of all more clearly. So this was the example test case. Here the k is equal to what? K is equal to 2. Okay. Now, suppose I have picked the first element, right? If I have to pick the first element, okay. Now, if I'm going to pick the second element, so before picking second element, I will check if this first element, like the element I'm going to pick plus the previously picked element are same or not. If they aren't same, means I found my first index, that is here in that case that is zeroth index, where previously picked element plus now the current element I'm going to pick is not equal to same, right? Means sequence of I, let's say I'm going to take both of them in a sequence, right? So sequence of I is not equal to sequence of I plus 1. So this is my first index where I have different characters, right? Okay, so I have picked both of them and I found my zeroth index as where sequence of I is not equal to sequence of I plus 1, right? Now let's say I'm going to pick this one as well. Now I have previously picked 2. Now currently I'm going to pick 1, or 2 is not equal to 1 means now second index is what? 1 in that case, right? Now I can pick the third one. Previously picked was 1 and now I'm going to pick 1. So yeah, this is satisfied. Yeah, in that case there is no need to take any index as it is, right? Now 1 is not equal to 3, so in that case it will be my what? Third index where sequence of I is not equal to sequence of I plus 1, and I'm still picking it, right? But at most I can have how many indexes? 2. Means I can like pick these two only. I need to remove this, means I'm going to have this as my answer, and simply 3 will be out because k is only 2. Means I cannot pick the at most 3, like I can pick at most 2 only. So in that case, where 12113 was my array, I can pick the longest subsequence which satisfies this condition of good subsequence would be what? 1221 only, where first index is what? This one, where sequence of I is not equal to sequence of I plus 1, and second index is what? This one, where sequence I is not equal to sequence of I plus 1, right? So yeah, this is the explanation for this test case. So, and let me take the another one as well, which was 123451. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 1. In that case, k was what? 0. Means I cannot pick any element such that sequence previously picked element wasn't equal to that element. So I cannot pick any kind of element because in that case k is equal to 0. Okay, all right. Now look, suppose I have picked 1. Now I'll check if 2 is equal to previously picked element that was 1 or not. In that case, it isn't. And also, since k is equal to 0, there are no way chance that I can pick 2. Now I have previously picked 1. I will check the same for 3. Like if 3 is equal to 1 or not. In that case, it isn't equal. Means there is no chance that I can pick 1, right? Similarly, I will check for 4. Similarly, I will check for 5. Now, can I pick 1? Yes. Why? Because previously picked was 1. And now I am going to pick what? 1. So in that case, there is no relation to check k, what is the value of k and all. We need to think about the k when we are going to pick the distinct character, right? So this was the example test case, and in that case, what I am picking is I am picking only this one and this one. So the answer would be what for this case was 2. The maximum length of the subsequence was only 2 in that case. So these are the example test case. Now what will be the approach to solve this problem. First of all, we need to check like for the all possible ways. So when the thing comes up to check the all possible ways, the recursion comes in our mind. So I'm going to discuss in this video the recursive plus memorization video, okay, method, right? I'm not going for the tabulation. You can simply convert that into tabulation by just changing few things, right? You can simply do that. Now, how can I check what element I can pick and what element I cannot pick? So suppose it was initially 1 1 2 3, yeah. Now, what are the how I can pick two, or how can I, let's say for any element in that array, what are the possibility that I can pick or not? So there are two possibility for any element in that array. First, either I can pick that, I either it can be part of my subsequence or it cannot be part of my subsequence. Means either I can pick it or either I cannot pick it. Not pick it. Okay. There can be only two possible possibilities, right? Either I can pick it, either I cannot pick it. Now, suppose in I wanna first of all I'm going to take, if I'm not going to pick it, right? I'm not going to pick it, but look, what will happen? It how much it will contribute to my subsequence? Basically zero. Okay. Now I will increase the index by one. Okay. Because whatever I'm picking or not picking, I need to increase the value of index. Okay. Now the second thing I was passing was k, the value of k. I need to keep track of it as well. When it will become like 0 1 2, I need to keep track of it as well. And now third case, I will store what previous index. Okay. So basically, what are the three things are I am passing there was, first is index, second is what is the value of k, third is previously picked index. Okay, what index I have previously picked. To explain this parameter, let's see the test case here. Okay, suppose initially previously picked index was -1. Okay, initially it is -1, and I came here like I have two possibilities. Either I'm going to pick one or I'm not going to pick one. If I'm not going to pick one, then I will simply move to the next index, right? If I'm going to pick one, then there are two possibilities. First possibility is okay. If I am going to pick any element, means picking any element, right? So in that case, there will be two possibilities. Suppose the array is V. Yeah. To have it like a short name, I'm considered V. Like suppose the array was V. The current element that I'm thinking to pick was V of I, right? Now, if it is not equal to previously picked element, if it is not equal to that was previously picked element, so in that case I need to do what? I need to change the value of pick to what? 1 plus function f, and then I'll pass the next index. If it is not equal to previously picked element, then in that case I am going to -1 with k, because this is the case where I found my first index where like sequence of I is not equal to sequence of I plus 1. So in that case I'm going to do here what? -1. Now I will change the value of previous to next value. Like now the value of previous index will change to I. Why? Because I have picked new element that is different from the previously picked element. Now I have different basically picked element, right? So I have changed the value of previously picked element to I. Okay. So this is the case when V of I is not, means current element is not equal to previously picked element. But if the if current element is equal to previously picked element, okay, means else condition, in that case what will happen? I will simply pass pick simply 1 plus, but in that case nothing will change. Simply there is no need to do k minus 1. That's it. Means simply do I plus 1, simply pass here. Oh shit. Simply pass k and simply pass what was last thing. No, in that case I'm not going to change the previous value, or if you're gonna change it, it will not affect anything, right? So it's totally upon you if you want to change it or not gonna change it. So this is the case when we are going to pick a particular element, and this is the case for if I'm not going to pick any element, right? So these are the two cases when I'm going to pick and when I'm not going to pick it, right? Okay. So first thing I'm going to first I'm going to like start previous index from minus one, means initially I haven't picked anything. I will start checking from the first element. If suppose I have picked first element, then I will check that I have picked second element. Well, at so I can go like from every element I will check ki I can pick it or not pick it. If I am going to pick it, it will add it to my sequence subsequence. If I am not going to pick it, it will not affect. I will simply move to the next and it will go something like this. Okay. Now I think the approach will be clear to you. Now let's move to the code for it. So first of all, I'm going to code the recursive approach. So yeah, I think it's this side on. So let's declare a function. Three parameters I'll pass here. First is index. I will go from 0 to n minus 1. Second is the value of k. Third is a previous index, and then I will pass like size of the array plus these things, right? Okay. These are the things basically required. Okay. Now base case would be what? Okay. I forgot to have the base case here. Okay. Base case would be what? Simply if I reach the index, if I reach here after picking not picking the all the element of array, if I reach here, can I pick this? No. So in that case, simply if I reach the end of the array, simply return zero. Basically, so this will be the base case for this. It was pretty simple. If I is equal to n, simply return zero. That's it. Okay. Now I'm going to write the condition for pick. First of all, not pick. Int not pick. ठीक है. What will happen if I'm not gonna pick it? Simply pass f. Then index will happen what plus one. K will remain same. Previous as it is. Then n and then pass the nums. ठीक है. This is the case for the not pick case. If I'm going to pick for this, there will be two cases. First will be if v of v. Oh sorry, nums. If nums of I is not equal to nums of previously picked element, ठीक है? If this is the case, it is not equal to this. In that case, my pick will be equal to what? 1 plus f of, simply increase the index and do k minus 1 in that case, right? And change the value of previously picked index to the current picked index. Basically, I have picked new index, so I will change it to I. ठीक है? Now I'll pass here n, then I'll pass here nums. ठीक है? Anything else remaining? Nums and previous. Yeah, this is the case when previously picked element is not equal to currently picked. Yeah. Else, if let's say have here means if previously picked one is equal to the currently picked one, right? Current element. If this is the case, in that case, my pick will be function will call I plus one k as it is. I'm not going to minus one because like there wouldn't be any case where sequence of I is not equal to sequence of I plus one. Okay. Since I am picking the same element as I picked earlier. Okay. Okay. Then pass n and then pass nums. As simple as that. I plus one k I and n nums. Okay. Now there will be few cases which need to handle. First of all, the value of k cannot be zero here. If it will be zero, it will like go value. It will go to minus one, like which isn't possible. I need to take it to zero as well. Like also, initially I am declaring. First of all, let me like explain it here. Let me call the function first of all. Int f. First of all, oh sorry, nums dot size. Now return f. The value of index would be 0, k plus 1 minus 1, and what was the n and nums? Okay, n and num. So you can see here I have initialized the value of previously picked element as minus 1. ठीक है? So when the when the previously picked element is index of previously picked element is minus 1, means at that point of time I haven't picked any element till now, right? So in that case I can go through any of the conditions. Basically I need to add it here, because if I want add it, it will like search for nums of minus 1 which doesn't exist. So in that case it will return like uh, error. So I need to mention that condition as well. So more now I need to return what? Max of pick, not pick. So yeah, I think the recursive code would be something like this. Let me try to run this. Let's see what happens. Okay, so it is giving few okay. Now the error is in 18th line. Okay, so I forget to add here comma, and yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so the cases, sample cases are passed. Okay, let me try to submit it. Now it will give me TLE. Okay, so it is giving me TLE on 5112. Okay, so let's optimize it. How can I optimize it? By memoization. First of all, how many parameters are changing there? First is index is changing there from 0 to n minus 1. Second is the value of k is changing. Third is previously index changing. Means three parameters are changing here. So I am declaring a vector of dp of 3, right? Yeah, dp first of n size, like index, the range of index from 0 to n minus 1. So I'm taking it as n, okay? N minus 1 plus 1 as n, okay? Now vector of vector int, the value of k is k plus 1, like, so it will go from 0 to k plus 2. Basically I am adding one extra space here. Now value of previous index, what will its range? Okay. So previous index is starting from minus 1. It will go till how much? It will go till n minus 1. Okay. So now what of the size I should take? First of all, look, I was going from I was going from 0 to n minus 1. There I'm taking a size of how much? N, right? And now it is going from minus 1 to n minus 1. So here I should take size of n plus 1. Okay, in that case. And here I'll explain the concept of coordinate shift. Basically, okay, I'm passing here n plus 1. Since I'm starting with from minus 1, so what I am going to do is I'm going to coordinate shift it by 1. Okay, there well I'm going to like add it. Okay, so see here, let me tell you how I'm going to. So first of all, the first parameter is what? It was index, so I. Second parameter it was k. Third parameter it was previous index, basically. Now here I will add 1, because of coordinate shift, since I am starting it from minus 1. So what I am trying to do is I am trying to shift it by 1, since it will become like 0, minus 1 will become 0, 1 become 2, since something like this. So I am doing at every place simply previous equal to previous plus 1. So that will be like coordinate shift, something type. Okay, if this is, if the value of this is not equal to minus 1, then I am going to return the same value, the value of this, basically. Okay, now I am going to store it here. I did three things. First, I am returning. Second, storing. Third is declaration. Okay. I did everything. Now I'm going to pass it through all recursions. Recurrence. Okay. Vector of vector of vector int ampersand dp. Okay. Now I need to pass it here as well. Here and at last here. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's see if it works out or not. I think there might be some. No. So let's try to submit it. So yeah, it got accepted. I hope it is clear to you. Okay.